Hello Year 2. How lovely to see you all again. Hope you've had a nice week. Hope you've managed to keep busy and found lots of fun things to do. Rusty and I have been playing some brilliant games this week. We've been playing superheroes, and Rusty's been Spider Dog. We've had such fun. I've hidden, he's come to find me. We had a great time, haven't we? So we hope you've had lots of fun too. Anyway, we've time settled down now for a nice story. So this week we are going to share with you Mr. Wolf and the Enormous Turnip. Get comfortable and here we go. Mr. Wolf and the Enormous Turnip. One day, Mr. Wolf found a most peculiar thing in his garden. It was a great big enormous turnip. Yum, yum, he said, licking his lips at the thought of spicy turnip stew for supper. He rubbed his paws together and set about picking the turnip. But even though he pulled and tugged, the turnip wouldn't move. Suddenly, a croaky little voice called from behind the bushes. "Oh, somebody help, please." It was a little frog, and he had a very sad tale to tell. "Once I was a handsome prince. Then a horrible witch cast a spell and now I'm a frog," said the frog. "Only a kiss from a princess will break the spell. Please help." Mr. Wolf's tummy rumbled long and loud. He looked at the turnip. "If you help me," said the frog, noticing Mr. Wolf's hesitation, "I'll command my servants to pull up your turnip." "Oh, what a nice little frog," thought Mr. Wolf. "I'll do what I can." Mr. Wolf took the frog to the royal palace where the beautiful princesses lived. "I'm sure we can persuade a princess to kiss you better," he said. They found the first princess in the royal chamber. Minstrels serenaded her with sweet music as she pranced about admiring herself. Mr. Wolf bowed his best royal bow and said, "Your Royal Highness, a witch cast a spell on this prince. Please will you kiss him better?" "Get lost," said the princess. "I'm not kissing a slimy frog." "Well, perhaps I can tempt you with some turnip stew," said Mr. Wolf, his tummy rumbling at the very thought of it. "I don't want stew from the likes of you," scoffed the princess. "Never mind her," said the cat with the fiddle. "She's awfully vain. But what about me? I'm a royal cat. You can trace my ancestry right back to the Egyptians, and for a bowl of turnip stew, I'll kiss him better." Everyone agreed it was worth a try, so the cat kissed the frog. Nothing happened. "Oh no," cried the frog. "I'm doomed to be a froggy forever." "Don't give up," said the cat. "She's not our only princess. Follow me." The second princess was relaxing in the palace gardens. Mr. Wolf bowed his best royal bow. "Your Highness," he said, "a cruel witch has cast a spell on this handsome prince. Please, will you kiss him better?" "He'll give you some of his turnip stew," added the frog. "Can't you see I'm busy?" shouted the princess. "Anyway, I hate turnip stew." "Don't mind her," said the servant goose. "She's very lazy, But how about me? I'm a royal goose. I can lay golden eggs. And for a bowl of turnip stew, I'll kiss him. So the goose kissed the frog. And absolutely nothing happened. The frog was very upset. Cheer up, said the goose. Follow me to the royal garage. But the garage was cold and grimy and quite empty except for a girl in overalls tinkering with a car. This is no place to find a princess, grumbled the frog. Mr. Wolf's tummy rumbled. He looked closely at the girl. She wasn't very fancy, but she was a princess. Mr. Wolf bowed his best royal bow, he was getting rather good at it now, and said, Your Royal Highness, a nasty, wicked witch cast a spell on this delightful, charming prince. Please, please, please kiss him better. The princess blew her nose on an oily rag. What's in it for me? She said. A delicious bowl of turnip stew, replied the wolf. Oh, I love turnip stew, said the princess. Yum, yum. You don't look like a princess to me, said the frog. Hush up, frog, and hold still, commanded the princess. And shazam! There stood a handsome prince. He was absolutely splendid. Mr. Wolf was very impressed. Oh, Your Royal Highness, Mr. Prince, sir, he said politely. Now it's your turn to help me. Oh, no, said the prince. It's simply not done for a noble prince to be seen consorting with common wolves and grubby old turnips. Out of my way before I throw you in my dungeons. What a waste of a kiss, said the princess in disgust. And still no turnip stew, said Mr. Wolf. It was time for drastic action. Mr. Wolf telephoned the witch who'd made the spell. We're having problems with our prince, he said. He's mean and nasty and he doesn't keep his promises. Oh, I know, replied the witch. That's why I magicked him in the first place. Can't you change him back? Asked Mr. Wolf. Sorry, said the witch. I'm afraid you're stuck with him. Oh no, sighed Mr. Wolf. Oh no, shrieked the princess. Those rascals are stealing my car. Mr. Wolf thought very hard for a moment. There was only one decent thing to do. He gobbled the rotten prince up, and the horrid princesses too. Snappity snap snap. Good riddance to the lot of them, said the nice princess. And she gave Mr. Wolf a big hug and Now let's go and pick that turnip, said Mr. Wolf. Together, Mr. Wolf and his new friends pulled and tugged and heaved and huffed, and finally out came the turnip. There was plenty of spicy stew for everyone, and even though he'd already had a right royal feast, Mr. Wolf had an extra big helping. Yum, yum. The end. Well, there you go. Another brilliant story about Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf's a very nice wolf, unless you're mean to him.
And then he's not very nice at all, is he? Anyway, I'm sure you're never mean to anybody, so no worries. Have a great week. Keep yourself safe and busy. And Rusty and I are off to play another game. We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.